Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream today. We have some Big Brother 27 news. Welcome back. Cyber, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Robot Army. Jesse, thank you for the 20th month. Lauren with 53 in a row. Tracy with 47. Aggie with 52. TJ with 9. Lori with 21. 3 months in advance. There's so many. Thank you so much. We are back. Back for Big Brother. I'm live on Twitch and YouTube. And we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about the new house, which I gotta say, having looked at some of the pictures, is not bad. I feel like normally I either don't care or I actively think it looks kind of like, but I feel like it's actually not that bad. I feel like it kind of looks a little cool. There's some cool bits to this. So we'll take a look at some photos. I think there's a house tour. I think we've got some information as well about like formatting, potentially some twists going on. Themes, of course. First non-negative Phoebe news in years. To be fair, everyone thought the AI arena was bad news, but it turned out to be pretty good. It did turn out to be pretty good. What are these crowns in the YouTube chat? Top fans. I don't even know what this is. Place for fans to stand out in the community. The top 3 get special badges in live chat. It resets every stream. Sending chat messages. Okay. Weird. Must be a new feature. Am I the mystery house guest? Yeah, guys, I moved. All right, so what should we tackle first? Should we look at the photos? I think we look at the photos first, and then we look at some of the other information. Good news first before we get mad. All right, Big Brother 27. We got Entertainment Weekly. We got Parade. Does Sharon have like an article, or is it just what she posted on Twitter? Twitter just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I've got Dalton. I've got Mike. I'm looking for Sharon's. I don't know. Maybe she didn't post an article. Oh, it's the Men's Journal one? I saw Men's Journal. I was like, that's a weird outlet to be covering Big Brother. Okay. Okay, we got it. Let's see if I can pull this up. There we go. Wait, is that right? No, that's not right. Am I losing my mind? Why can't I find this? This is what I'm looking for. Here we go. Whoops. Oh boy, this is you'd think I'd be more prepared. Okay. Wait. I got an idea. Ready? We're gonna go here. And then we're gonna add this. And we're gonna put it here. Boom. Let's do a little repurposing of the blood on the clock tower thing. There we go. Yeah, we got some time. Okay, which one should I read first? Which one is going to have the most photos? We got tons of photos here. Okay, so we'll probably start there. Tons of photos here too. Okay. Let's start with Sharon. Big Brother 20 season 27. The BB27 house has undergone a major transformation, channeling the energy of a haunted hotel, with every room telling its own story. The network describes it as a suspense-filled hotel, complete with secrets, hidden passageways, and a mysterious vibe that sets the stage for a summer of intrigue. I mean, I'm into that. Like, let's be real, right? They are going to ruin it with like all of the fart and slime competitions. But at least we have like a baseline level to go off of, no? I do feel like, I mean, I was just saying this, that the Traders is obviously like the big hit right now. It's the darling of the reality TV world. So it kind of makes sense for them to try to take inspiration from that in terms of theming. I really do think that like the meta of reality television right now is not goofy. The meta is that people want things that feel a little more serious. And it can still be dramatic and messy and all of that. That Traders is all of those things. But like the days of everyone getting slimed, quite frankly, were outdated 10 years ago. But I think we're seeing actual like evidence now that this is the case. Camp without activity. Yeah, I mean, I don't watch Love Island, so maybe Love Island is super goofy, but like I don't know. I feel like Love Island is, from what I have seen, it still has a like even something like The Bachelor, like it has its own sense of gravitas, if that makes sense. There's a level of taking itself seriously while it still doesn't take itself seriously that I think these shows do that Big Brother doesn't a lot of the time. The villa, yeah. So Love Island is goofy, but the villa is still beautiful. Um, I think there's something there, and I think hopefully that they seem to be going for that. I'm wondering if the traders has sort of like kicked them into a higher gear. Like for a long time, the way that we've talked about Big Brother is like, oh well, the producers seem to be a little bit complacent in terms of like actually trying to improve the show. Um, because it just always was on the same track, and it wasn't like there were other shows that were in a similar vein that were like killing it. Survivor was always its sort of like its own Big Brother. But maybe with the traders coming in and really doing well, it's like, oh, there actually is a lot more to mine here. And I mean, that's what I would be thinking if I were in charge of the show. But we'll see. Okay. Haunted Hotel. Very cool. I like this a lot. If there are genuinely hidden passageways, that would be cool, but I doubt it. I'm thinking like the Devil's Plan, right? Which I have done some very fun reaction videos for over on my Patreon, if you're interested. But what the Devil's Plan does really, really well and in a cool way is they have genuinely secret things for people to find. And it's really cool to watch them find those things in a genuine way, not in such a like rehearsed way that Big Brother often does. Obviously, we've had secret rooms before um, that people have found, but it's hard. It's hard to like actually do a secret thing in the Big Brother house, which is why I think they often try to like stage it. But yeah, like imagine somebody finds a little hidden door and they sneak into it, and it's a passageway to another room where they do a thing. And then they just need to sneak out of it. And it's like, where'd you go? Oh, I was in the diary room or something. Um, yeah, BB-18 kind of had that, but not really. Uh, the problem is they would definitely cut feeds for it, which sucks. And most of the time, like Big Brother Canada had done this before, but like if somebody finds something, they'll kind of like often shut things down and be like, okay, everyone, we're going into lockdown. We're gonna do some diary rooms and then give the person some private time to like do their thing and then finish the whole thing. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not overly hopeful, but it's cool that we even have this as a concept because I do think there's a ton of opportunity for it in Big Brother. Okay, reception area, a wall of 75 antique key boxes, some holding clues and skeleton keys, hint at season-long secrets that may unlock real advantages or red herrings. See, this is already telling me that this is not going to be as fun as I think we would hope. Um, 75 antique key boxes, some holding clues, skeleton keys, meaning they'll probably like intentionally hand out certain things at certain times, you know? Uh you'll win a competition and then get a box and open the box and, what would be cool is if it was like a little scavenger hunty thing where like you found a way to open one box and then opening that box gives you a clue or the ability to open the next box and so on and so forth. But they'll probably structure it for the show because that's too uncontrollable. Living room, chess guardians with queen, bishop, and knight statues looming from the balcony. Strategy may take on a more literal tone. This is a cool looking living room though. It's definitely campy. But in a fun way, I think it's a little. Let me tell you, it's a little much. Uh, there's a lot going on, like color and pattern wise for me, but I like the bookcase. I don't know if you know this. I've talked about it before. I want to make a bookshelf behind me. That's my goal for the future. I'm a big fan of bookshelves. So um, I like the bookshelf here. The chess pieces looming above. It's kind of fun. Um, Couches and yeah, one big. Theoretically, this could change, but one big nomination couch. Oh, right, because we're likely getting 3 nominees, right? The plan would be to build it myself. The bookshelf. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Uh, I would assume that with a couch like this, we're getting 3 nominees and the arena is back. I mean, I would assume the arena is back regardless, but this I think is an extra clue to that because 2 nominees only needs 2 chairs, whereas the couch is more like sit 3 people on this thing, right? Is the is it the door to the DR? That's a good question. This is either the door to the DR or the door to the pantry. I'm trying to think. I feel like the door to the DR is usually in sight of the living room, but it might just depend on the angle. We might get some. Yeah, we'll get some more photos. Okay. Anything else here? I don't think so. I'm wondering if you can. I doubt it. Right? You couldn't stand up. There's like a railing, like you could stand up there, but I doubt it. I'd be so tempted to climb up there. Attic bedroom of oddities. This room features beds crafted from wooden crates, walls adorned with rubber masks, and haunted curiosities like a black knight's helmet and an old diving suit. So this is the have not room? Or no, it just says bedroom. But beds crafted from wooden crates sounds pretty have naughty. I'm actually struggling to place. This is the have not room, right? Upstairs? Or is this the long bedroom downstairs? Oh, this is the open bed. Oh, this is the okay. No, no, that's what it is. This is the hallway bedroom. Okay, that's why it was. I was like, where is this? I don't remember mirrors being in any of the bedrooms in this exact formation. Okay, that makes sense. So basically, just to the right of here will be the entrance to the back bedroom, and then behind you is the entrance to the like side bedroom, and then to the left is the living room. That makes sense. It does it does feel a bit have naughty. I will say. Wooden crate beds? Come on. Okay, then we have sleeper car bunk room hidden behind a concealed entrance. This murder mystery themed train room revives the long lost bunk bed layout, which hasn't been seen since season 1. 6 beds on one side of the. I mean, this has to be the back bedroom, right? My initial thought was side bedroom, but um, we've already had the back bedroom be like a train car, right? Like some sort of subway-ish thing. It's just are we looking at it from the perspective of like from the side of the door? And yes, secret concealed entrance. Hold on. So theoretically, the concealed entrance would be here if it were that room, or it would be behind you if it were the side room. This could also be where the have not room used to be, although people are saying that is currently a gym. Side bedroom is where they did the gold room in BB6. Yeah. So if they were gonna do the same thing, then this would be that side bedroom. We'll probably figure it out with more pictures, but maybe we'll come back to it. Poison Bar and Venom Lounge, an upstairs lounge dripping in gothic glamour where velvet daybeds, slithering wallpaper, and party light stealing ravens create the perfect atmosphere for hushed strategy. So this is the upstairs lounge. Wow. This is very Traders coded. This is very Traders coded. It's still so much. Can we talk a little bit about how much this is? I'm not a designer by any means. In fact, I'm quite terrible at designing, especially like interior design. I wish I were better at it because I like it. This feels like a lot. Very maximalist, yeah. Just like the different colors and patterns all sort of like attacking each other. And then you look at the ceiling. I am at yeah. I think it's intentional. I assume it's intentionally a lot. And a lot in the Big Brother house is usually how they do it. But cool, sort of framed pictures, portraits on the wall. I'm curious how functional this little like bar is. Like, are they actually going to have? Surely not alcohol there. And if it's not alcohol, what do they have there? Is it going to be real liquid or is it going to be all props? Cool looking chess set with the gold and black. I'm wondering what the other side of this wall looks like. If there's any, if it's like filled in or if they've opened it up again. New Streetlight songs. I haven't heard about Streetlight songs. That's sick. It is open. Oof, that's annoying. Open just means sound bleed, unfortunately. Okay, rooftop garden kitchen. Designed to feel like an open air escape, this kitchen and dining space channels a rooftop garden vibe with ivy draped walls and a 10-foot round table. This is a cool. I like the flooring here. It totally changes the vibe of the space. Can we also like talk about how that flooring will go straight into this flooring? Just straight into it. Like I imagine there's some kind of line right about where the front door is. Oh, there's the keys, the key boxes. Where it goes from this like concrete tile with moss in between to whatever this is. Yeah, the ants. I doubt this is real grass. This I assume this is just like a print of some sort. Not actual texture. Um we gotta get the key wheel back with the key theme. I doubt it. What's up here? Hold on. Is that 2 doors up there? Is that 3 doors up there? 4? What's going on upstairs? Yeah, I see one here. Sorry, it's pretty small for you. I see one here, 2, 3, and a 4th one right here. Yeah, they could just be fake doors to give the illusion of like a hotel. Maybe we'll see it in future pictures. Secretive wine cellar, a moody cellar that may be wine free but is tailor made for covert game talk. This looks like the this looks photoshopped. This looks like David in a cast photo. This looks like, yeah, the old gym, the old little nook near the bathroom. It was also a lounge at one point. Sometimes it's a full room. Sometimes it's just open. Given that it's supposed to be a wine cellar, I wonder if it has a door. Pretty simple though, otherwise. Wondering what the liquid. Well, these could very easily be props. Or I guess, yeah, I doubt they'll actually have like this photoshopped looking platter on it most of the time. But who knows? Victorian Conservatory Lounge. This the bathroom is filled to the. This is the bathroom. Wow. They took away the corner couch. Huh. The bathroom is filled to the brim with plants and features a 13-foot green velvet lounge seat. Yeah, the ceiling is wild. What, like, surely that's easy to fix, right? I've never like bought ceiling whatever those are. Those little things that you can push. But surely they're pretty cheap. Surely you could just buy one. They're pretty standard size. You just buy one, you take an old one out, you put a new one in. Um or in this case, you just put one in because it's missing one and you're taking a photo. um the plant theme is kind of cool. I assume they're all fake. They'd have to be. Looks like an air purifier. Um, I feel like this couch is not going to be super well suited for hanging out. I could be wrong, but I feel like you normally get like a corner couch here, and people can kind of like sit facing this way, facing this way. But with it all facing one direction and it kind of being long and skinny, um, you'd have to kind of like stand and talk to them, or maybe sit in these chairs and talk to them. So I don't know. All right, boxing ring gym. The gym includes a full boxing ring. I'm sorry, it's not. Does not include a full boxing ring. It includes some decorative ropes on the outside of it. Full boxing ring, heavy bag, and workout gear. Um, it's also got what looks like those like foam tiles that are actually terrible. I think if these are what I think they are, those like sort of foam tiles, uh, those are not great for working out, in my opinion. They're not very stable. If it's rubber, but it doesn't look like rubber. It could be though. It might be rubber. Um, Rubber's more expensive though, so the ceiling again, wild. Um, this looks cool though. It's I like an attempt at theming, and it's like you know you got a little bench, some I mean, nobody's really doing significant workouts in here. They're probably going to go outside for that, but that's pretty typical. Kind of cool, though. Gym grade rubber with interlocking mechanism. You sell those? The thing that got me is the little, like, the texture on it looks like the foam, but I could definitely see it being rubber. Rubber would be, that's good flooring then. Punching bag is a strange choice for, I feel like that's not sort of maybe it's a stereotypical workout thing, but I don't know. I've not used a punching bag as a workout before. If it was foam, the machines would probably sink it. That is very true, actually. That is very true. Yeah, I noticed the ceiling fans. It's because the ceiling fans seem like they're there as part of the decoration, but they don't match the ceiling at all. Also, I personally hate ceiling fans. They stress me out. Because I feel like it's hard to get a ceiling fan that doesn't at least a little bit wobble. And if something is spinning really fast and wobbling, I just get stressed out. I just feel like it's gonna fly off and chop my head off. Oh, if there's a chain that swings around, don't even start. Where is this room is a good question. People are saying this is the old have not room. I feel like the shape feels. Is the door in the corner here? Maybe the perspective is throwing me off. Because I feel like my image of the have not room upstairs is that it's longer going left. It is the only one with if this is where the door is, that's true. It would have to be there. I think it's maybe the perspective. I think this wall might be actually shorter than it seems in the photo. There's a video tour that will help us too. Oh, and that's it. That's all the photos. Okay. So that's from Sharon. Are any different? Yeah, we've got some different photos here, I think. So this is Dalton's article. Okay. The mystery theme is mystery, specifically a summer of mystery. They won't just be arriving to the Big Brother house, they will also be checking into the hotel mystery, complete with a fancy accent and everything. However, before we get into more hotel mystery theme, including oodles of photos below, CBS has also announced some big twists for the premiere. Twists like a masked visitor, a secret accomplice, and the shocking arrival of a mystery house guest whose identity will remain under wraps, at least for now. So these sound like three separate people: a masked visitor, perhaps some kind of like murderer, murder mystery kind of deal. This seems like a third party. A secret accomplice could be like a role given to a house guest, like saboteur-esque, that like they're trying to help out the mystery murderer or something. And the shocking arrival of a mystery house guest. The shocking arrival of a mystery house. Twin twist I've seen talked about. Mystery house guest definitely implies to me somebody that you would recognize, but not a Big Brother player. Because I feel like they've said all new players multiple times. So it's, I mean, it's possible they're just lying, and it is a former player. Mystery house guest. Because I'm wondering if their identity will also remain a mystery to the players themselves at first. It could certainly be another Ainsley. It's Holly. Okay, he goes on to write, does this mean a returning player will be making their way back into the house, or could be instead of a notable name from a different CBS reality show, like when Suri showed up? What do we make of the aforementioned masked visitor secret accomplice? Could be the dynamic duo of Taylor and Janky? What? What are you saying, Dalton? Since when are Taylor and Janky a dynamic duo? Please remind yourself that we are talking about a franchise that trotted out a time laser not once but twice. Taylor in the YouTube chat. Why am I in it? Taylor, don't act like you don't have a secret preseason alliance with Janky. Dalton caught you. It's the new Mr. and Mrs. Smith alliance. While we can only speculate as to what the premiere twists could mean, we have some hard evidence on Hotel Mystery itself, courtesy of photographic evidence. Additional intel provided by the network, including clues and key boxes, secret room, and an ominous sounding poison bar. Or I wonder if the poison bar is going to be a twist too. Like you can poison people. That would also be pretty traitory. The accomplice could be a twin twist. It's definitely possible. Yeah. Secret, what do they call secret accomplice? Yeah. What if, okay, hear me out. Because they've done the twin twist twice before. I'm not like all in on the fact that there's a twin twist or anything. But if they were going to do another twin twist, they have to do it differently, right? Like the idea of like, oh, you know, go undetected or don't get voted out. It worked for the first one because it was like this whole idea that was completely foreign to everyone. And then in the second time they did it, they got caught, and then, you know, Vanessa was able to weaponize them and keep them in the game so that she had an extra 2 votes. And it kind of, I mean, it was still entertaining, but it kind of petered out after that. I feel like you have to do it differently this time. If the entire thing is mystery, I think that what you would do is you would be like, one of you is a set of twins. Figure out who. That's the problem is that's too complicated of a thing for them because then it's like, how do you determine who figured out what? What happens if they figure it out? And all that stuff. Um, yeah, I don't know. Because you can't just say like one of you is a twin, find them out and vote them out because smart players would just be like, well, we don't have to vote them out if we find them out. So like, what is the actual punishment for being caught? Right, that's the big thing. Getting instantly evicted is weird. Again, what qualifies as caught? It just gets weird. It just gets awkward. So like, there has to be a different mechanism, I think. But if the entire thing is mystery, you could do something with that. You could do like solve a mystery, get a clue, get a thing. I don't know. All right, lots of descriptions. Here are the photos. So this is kind of a new. Oh, look. Okay, so there is a transition area from the concrete to the living room with some more tile. I like this. This is kind of fun. The like little reception area. I doubt we'll see it that often because the camera angle is usually going in a different way, a different direction. These aren't like boxes though; they're just literally just keys hanging. It said some of them had clues, some of them were red herrings. Huh. I'm also wondering if they're actual keys or just like images of keys. Because surely you wouldn't be able to like take the keys. Okay, there we go. There's the transition. Oh wow, yeah, that is very open. That's gonna be annoying. Yeah, here are the doors. There are 4 of them. Looks like there are real handles on them for what it's worth. But I have to doubt that they actually lead anywhere. This is so open. There's gonna be so much noise. We already kind of saw this photo. Just a slightly different angle with different color balance from white balance. Um, okay. This to me looks like there is a door to the bathroom that is not including the wine room. Is it the memory wall? Memory wall's usually like right here. There's a TV here. That's yeah, I guess that's kind of interesting. I don't see a proper memory wall. Yeah, this implies to me it's possible that the memory is usually like a long, like a big. I guess I guess my sense of scale could be off. I guess that could be a vertical screen. It probably is. Yeah, you're right. I think you're right. In my head, this was like the very edge of a screen, but I think it's actually like half of the vertical screen. I feel like people are not going to hang out in the bathroom as much. It's this like little monkey. Here's the bunk beds. What is this photo? who, who, who left this in the slideshow? I guess they were proud that they actually did something with the roof. But you know, could be in focus. We saw this. Here's the poison bar. Oh, look at this. What does this say? Strychnies? Poison. Am I bad at words, or is that not a word? It's Strychnin, maybe? Strychnine? Strychnine? That sounds like a word. Strychnine poison. Highly toxic, naturally occurring alkaloid. And then what looks like a gun that could pour liquid, perhaps? There's got to be some kind of twist associated with that, right? Or is it just, it could just be theming, but the idea that you could like poison someone, which they do on the traders, definitely feels possible. Oh, it's so open. You know, people are going to be hanging out up here too. There's so much seating. They're going to be hanging out up here. It's going to be hard to hear them because people are going to be loud in the kitchen. It's going to be a whole thing. Okay, why am I? Oh. wait, there was more to the photo. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. It was just a vertical photo. Okay. This has to be the back room, right? It would, so I think how it would work is that the door would be over here. The door would be to the left of the bunk beds. You come in, and then you get the long room with the beds on this side like you normally would. Right? There is a slight opening on the other end. I guess because there's a secret entrance, the opening could be anywhere. Photos of the photos. This still looks photoshopped to me. Does this not? This charcuterie board looks photoshopped. Yeah, maybe Angela got her hands on this. Come on. There's no way. This whole thing. Oh, it looks like there is a door, perhaps. Interesting. More doors, less open spaces. Definitely has impact. This is the most real it's looked. I'm not going to lie. And it is in the same spot for what it's worth. So it's possible that it's real. So this is the hallway bedroom. Wow, strange setup. It looks so different than what you're used to. Oh, the mirrors. Huh. It looks like there's maybe some kind of door here, but it's hard to tell. Oh, this has got to be. Maybe not. I was going to say maybe this is like a way to access a secret entrance. Oh, this is the wine room again. Yeah, maybe that is real. I mean, it would make more sense for it to be real. It's weird that it would not be real. It just looks so fake. So yeah, totally see-through door, but it is closed in. So there's a door to the bathroom here, and there's a door to this room as well. But it's see-through. This is definitely going to be a hangout space, though. There's plenty of seating. There is a door. I mean, basically, if this room was like this in season 21, Cliff wouldn't have been caught because he would have been able to see who was listening to him. We got a squirrel. Oh, hello. This is the diary room? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, diary room. So people were saying that they thought this was. Oh, yeah, that's the couch, right? So this is behind the bookshelf, maybe. Let's yeah. So this is the diary room. That's fun. And so this is the pantry here. Um, yeah, here it is. What, that door handle is there? That's gonna be hard to move with the books in the way. You're gonna have to move those books. That's fun though. I like that. I mean, yeah, there's always a button for the diary room. Where's this? This is living room. This is like to the left of the screen, perhaps, where the hologram was. Here's the gym. Slightly different photo of the gym, perhaps. Oh yeah, there's the door. Yeah, this has to be the have-not room. These mirrors here. What is this? A little safe. Where is it? Is it possible this is the front door? Where are the peacock wallpaper? Yeah, I think that's the front door. Maybe? No. What is this wall? It does look like that wallpaper, right? Oh, maybe the wall is like, maybe it comes out. Like this is a, yeah, look. This is a like a panel that opens. You can see the hinges. Interesting. Oh. Could have just scrolled down. Uh I wonder if there's a key that allows you to open up the frame. Or maybe more simply, there's a key. No, that doesn't look like there's a keyhole to the safe. Okay, so here's upstairs with doors that I presume don't actually open. Another safe. This is in the living room again. Whoa. This is all probably gibberish. This is the kind of thing that the house guests are going to study, and and they'll all memorize it as much as possible, and it will maybe matter once, but more likely won't at all. Okay. Saw those photos. What does Mike Bloom have for us? Some speculation. Oh, I have to launch the gallery. Are these the same photos? This is a better better format in terms of clicking through. Oh, these aren't quite the same, I think. No, I think they are. Okay. And then there's also like a house tour, right? Where do I find the house tour? Is this the best one? TV line? Do we need the audio, do you think, or no? No? Okay. So here's the entrance. Oh. How do you do frame by frame on YouTube? What are these faces? Period and comma. So if this is the hallway, you would assume that the door is like here to the back room. And you can sort of see in the mirror, there's something here, but it's hard to tell. Wait, we're definitely going to look at this in a second, but I want to look at this. It does look. Okay, it looks like a closed loop that they're hanging on, so you probably can't take them. At least not immediately. Okay, so this has to be the back room for sure. But there is no door on the left side like I would have assumed where the door normally, like the door would normally be here. This is what looks like a fake door. Theoretically, this wouldn't lead anywhere, I think. Okay. Oh, here we go. So the door is on the other side. So we can get back to it. If this is the hallway, it's this looks too narrow to be the side room though. And if it were the side room, the door would be somewhere here, right? This could be behind you. That doesn't make sense though. Picasso has a blueprint. All right, we'll look at that after. We'll try to piece it together ourselves. This is definitely the door though. You can see. Oh, look at this. There's a little handle here. This is for sure sliding. So, oh yeah, no, look at this. Okay. Can I zoom? I can't really zoom. See this little sliver here? I think this whole brick wall slides behind the bed. I think it slides in and it retracts into where this like little light panel is. Yeah. Little pocket door, yeah. So yeah, you will have to walk through the sleeping people to get to your room on the other side. All right. That solves that mystery. We still don't know what the side bedroom is, though. It's possible you have to do something with this stuff in order to like unlock that room, right? Like this looks, there's a lever, there's wires. Like if you do something with that, it might like open the door. Oh yeah, look, you can see it. It's fully open in this shot. It's fully retracted. Um, and that goes into that room. But they're completely avoiding showing any shot of the side room or even the door to the side room. Whoa, wait, what was that? What's this little door? I mean, that would theoretically lead to the bathroom. Maybe it's just a little closet. Yeah, a little cabinet. Okay. So yeah, I think the gym is the have not room. The bunk beds are the back room. The attic is the hallway bedroom. The wine area is where the gym used to be. It also used to be like a little lounge. We just haven't seen the side room at all. I guess theoretically that's going to be the have not room, which is weird because that's the best bedroom. Is the side bedroom. It's the biggest and best bedroom. Um, so if that becomes the have not room, that's interesting. And yeah, we didn't see any of the HOH. It used to be the have. Well, the have not room has moved around. The back room used to be the have not room for a little while. I remember famously the dentist chairs was a have not room in there. Yeah, no backyard. Are there enough beds? Well, uh, theoretically, there's one, two, three, four, five, six. Is that right in this room? These beds that go under are wild. And then um another six in here. Um so then yeah, if you give four have not beds, but it's weird that um the biggest room has the smallest amount of beds. But seems like what they're doing. Also, given that there are six beds in that room, you have to imagine this like the secret room bit will play out fairly quickly because people need to sleep in there. Yeah, they could cut the side room in half pretty easily. Um, I think is there anything else? Anything else to look at? Oh, right. We wanted to do look at the blueprint, the floor plan. Okay, I'm seeing many of these. Here's one. Um, yeah, that all looks accurate to me. Here's another one. That also looks accurate. You're not able to see the whole thing. And then there's the upstairs. Yeah, the many doors to the upstairs HOH room is interesting, but it's definitely possible they're just fake doors. The gym is, yeah, the gym is kind of like, it's so far removed, and all that's in there are a couple of cardio machines and some like light dumbbells. I guess no, I guess you'll still need, because the thing is they get locked down a lot. They don't get to go outside. So when you don't get to go outside, then you'd probably go up there. I remember if we come back to this, for BB Celebrity, they had the gym up here, I believe. Can you see that? I think you can't see my mouse anymore. That's weird. Um, but they've had a gym up there before, and the celebrities used it up there. Oh yes, and then it has also been confirmed that the live feeds are going to start Sunday night, July 13th, 9:30 p.m. Pacific. So basically, the premiere is going to be 90 minutes on Thursday. And then the second episode of the season is going to be 90 minutes on Sunday. And the feeds start after the second episode on Sunday on the West Coast. So that's a lot. That's a lot of downtime before the feeds start. Yeah, theoretically, they'll have played the veto and they'll be a day away from using the veto, which is not too far off of where we sometimes used to start, but it definitely is a step backwards. Yeah, it's definitely possible that they like end the first night on a cliffhanger of like who's. But they said there's a shocking premiere person, right? So maybe they don't cliffhanger that. But there's probably going to be some kind of thing that they don't want revealed until the end of the second episode. Estimation for cast announcement, I would assume Monday or Tuesday. It's generally been 2 days before the premiere, which has been on a Monday recently. But the premiere is now a Thursday, and therefore, I think Tuesday could be likely. And I doubt we're getting a mystery cast member. Thoughts on BB Unlocked? I mean, I don't think we learned anything new about that, did we? Shocking premiere. Um, I will say, so basically, if feeds are Sunday night, my plan will be to go live Sunday night, and the hope is we'll do some kind of 24-hour stream. Last year, I did a 24-hour stream. Didn't work out super well. That multiple periods of time I had to go record things. I had to go do other stuff. I was interrupted a lot. If it's Sunday nights into Monday, I obviously have to do the live feed update. I can postpone. I can move tastemakers around. We might be doing roundtables on Mondays, so I might have to record that. But other than update and roundtable, theoretically, I should be able to make it work. We'll probably talk about schedule soon. It's still not finalized at this time, so. Yeah, that's true. I mean, so I think the thing about Mondays is that it's mostly a scheduling thing. But if it doesn't work, we can always move it again. No jet lag coverage currently for this season, but I'm sure we will be back. For the stream, I do plan to continue to stream YouTube and Twitch. I know for long streams, YouTube sometimes has trouble with it. I think it runs on like a 12-hour loop. So we can might have to work some stuff around, but supersized cast. I feel like I doubt it, but nothing's impossible. Why haven't they said the finale date yet? I mean, they've basically implied a finale date at this point, but who knows? We are just over a week away from the premiere. Cast dropping probably just under a week away. Are we expecting BB Arena? I mean, they haven't mentioned it, which is a little weird. But I know they were happy with it. I know the audience was happy with it. It would be surprising to me if it didn't return. And yeah, we saw the couch. The couch definitely looked like it was set up for not just two nominees. But that doesn't necessarily mean Arena. They've done plenty of multiple nominees in the past, and very few of them have been good, but we can only hope. The Mystery Arena. That works actually. If they call it the Mystery Arena though, I think that at that point they have to commit to renaming it every season based on the theme. Because you'd think like if this is going to become a staple in for the show, they would give it a neutral name. But interesting stuff. I think the theme is cool. The house looks good. Um, you know what too? Like I think maybe underreported in terms of me talking about it, but like so far the twists that they are teasing all seem cast related, or at least cast adjacent. It could definitely be more than that, but like I think we can all agree that casting related twists are a lot better than game format twists generally. And so if the big twist of the premiere is like, oh, there's an extra secret house guests, and like, oh, here's the next Ainsley, and here's like a twin twist or a role that a person has to do. Like, as long as it's not messing with the format, the structure of the game, I think that's pretty good. Especially because if they are going to continue the arena, that already is the structure of the game being changed again, which is part of why it's such a good twist because it actually works, or it did at least last season, and it prevents other things from getting in the way. So it's almost like we're back to like it's a new version of vanilla Big Brother if the arena stops them from messing with other things. But who knows? Um. Anyway, I think that's about what we have, unless there's anything else to talk about. I did put a poll on the Patreon for what show I should react to next, and it seems like the original Genius, the original Korean Genius. If you've seen any of those, I did react to the UK Genius here on YouTube. I did the Devil's Plan on Patreon, and so I will be doing some Genius game reaction videos, analyzing the strategy. If anyone is interested in those, um, it's been so long since we had a new Big Brother. I'm excited for the season that I've been in a long time. Right? I feel like it really has upped the anticipation. Would I do reaction to scripted shows? Yeah. As long as there's enough to react. Like, I think these shows are there's a lot of value I can add, I feel, to a strategy show. A scripted show, I'm not sure I have as much to add, but I haven't really tried it. So hope Tony Vlachos is the Mystery House guest. Being pushed back 3 days. Yeah, the feeds. Yeah, it's rough. That's the thing too, is like Tony on the Traders was, I guess I don't want to spoil the Traders if people haven't watched it, but uh it was funny. Um it is gonna be, I think, a little disappointing. Like we'll watch the premiere on Thursday, and half of the episode will be cast introductions, half of the episode will be competitions, and then the episode will end by teasing us some things with some things, and we're gonna be like, that's it. And then we have to wait until Sunday night for the show to actually start, meaning the live feeds. So I'm trying to mentally prep for that, because we're kind of thinking like, oh, look, a week from now the season will start, but the reality is it's more like a week and a half at this point. Imagine if for 3 days all we knew about Leo was she was a chubby chaser. Oh boy. I mean, the plus side is that we will get the cast likely, so we'll have that to talk about, and we'll do the draft and all that stuff. We'll have some other things to talk about. Which bedroom do I think is the best? Of the two that we see, I think the bunk beds are gonna get better. Are gonna get better. Are gonna be better than the hallway bedroom. The hallway bedroom feels like it's even less private than it was before. But basically, you just want, like, the hallway bedroom is, there's some value to it in that you can post up there and kind of see where people are going, but it's not even that centrally located. It's not that useful. And seeing where people are going is not as valuable as being where people are going. So having your own space with roommates that you can close the door and have strategy conversations, have personal bonding conversations, is so huge. It's just harder to have both strategic conversations and like personal conversations when somebody's walking in through the room all the time. And especially given that you have to walk through that room to get to the bunk bedroom, you're going to be interrupted even more. Like, a person's trying to get to their own room and they're walking through your conversation. So I think that room's going to suck for those people. And I would not want it. I would rather be a have not in the side room, or take that back room for sure. Because the thing about being in the side room or the back room is that you can hang out in those rooms because they're your room. It's your room. Or you can just walk out the door and hang out with whoever's in the hallway bedroom if you want to do that too. Like, it's very easy to transition. It's a lot harder for the hallway bedroom people to waltz on into a closed bedroom with a door. It's like, why are you in here? This isn't your room. You know what I mean? Yeah, so especially recently, the side room has tended to be where majority alliances congregate because it's the biggest room. It has the most amount of people in it, and it's closed, so it's just the best place for big alliances to gather. Um, and form, I guess. But it's not like concrete or anything. And the fact that it's now potentially the have not room and there will be fewer people in it, I think will definitely change that. I think that the back room, the bunk bedroom, is more likely to be the central source of power in this house, given what we currently understand of the layout. Wonder if the HOH room has a special room or something. Um, I mean, it's certainly possible, but I think they've excluded rooms before. I mean, the best place for an alliance to form is the HOH room. But by the time you get into the HOH room to form the alliance, the bonds that you've made with your roommates tends to be the thing that helps decide who goes to the HOH room to form those alliances, if that makes sense. Yeah, you probably wouldn't be up in the bunk beds chatting, but you could be like sitting in them. You could be just hanging out in that room. It is less yeah, that is a good point though. It is less um conducive to like talking to have the beds like that. There are chairs though. So you could easily be sitting in the bed and in the chairs. So I think that actually cancels it out. That actually might make it easier than just the beds. Not easier than, a big blue couch or anything, but I wouldn't say that the glass door for the wine room is terrible. Um, because it is such a small room and such a public space that you probably wouldn't have like super serious alliance meetings in that room anyway. Um, so if anything, I actually think a transparent door makes it a better place to talk game because you can see people coming and adjust your conversation before they open the door and pop their head in. You know what I mean? Um, like you can just be lounging and talking game and then see somebody walk up, shift your conversation. They pop their head in. Hey guys, what's going on? Oh, we're just talking about the competition. Um, whereas if it were opaque, if you couldn't see through the door and you were like hush, hush tones talking game, and then somebody popped their head in, and you're like, oh, you know, we will probably do the draft on Wednesday. If the cast is dropped on Monday or Tuesday, we will probably do the cast reaction with Rob and I, and then on that day, and then do the draft on Wednesday. That would be the plan. If for some reason the cast is dropped like Wednesday, then we might need to do the draft after the premiere. Rob should be back for Big Brother. That's my understanding. Hope they use the outside balcony more. They should. I think it's a pretty good place to talk. Um, yeah, I doubt it's a live move-in considering the feeds start on Sunday. The gym could be a great area to talk. I mean, the Have Not Room has historically been a place where people go to have private conversations. So it wouldn't super surprise me if the gym served that purpose. Um, it looks like there are a couple like stools in there that you could like sit on, hang out. Um, but it is exactly what I talked about with the wine room, where like you can't see people coming. You can kind of hear them coming, but like if you get caught in that room, it's pretty obvious what you're doing. But given that it's a gym, it might actually make it easier. You could be like, oh, I'm working out in here. We're both working out in here. So yeah, I could see that being more of a game talk area than before. Do I think the mystery house guest will get spoiled? Well, that's the thing too, is that if it were a returning player, I think it would be more likely that we would know. Returning players coming back usually get leaked. Yeah, we are doing the final off-season Big Brother podcast, the final retrospective. We're going to be talking about who are the top 6 Mount Rushmore Big Brother players in the entire series. Um, and I tweeted this one out because 6th place was like a dead even tie. However, the tie has been broken. Somebody has pulled away. So there is a pretty definitive top 6 right now, which we will talk about tomorrow. Yeah, not just winners, players, all players eligible. Weirdly, I'm looking. Uh, I'll give you this spoiler. Raven received 0.79% of votes to be on the Mount Rushmore. Um, this is actually pretty funny. She's in a dead heat. Is it an exact tie? Hold on, let me look at the numbers. Yeah. She's in an exact tie with a few people because it's not a lot of votes. She's tied with Eddie McGee, Chicken George, Monica Bailey, Jesse Goddard, and Quinn Martin. So there you go. None of them made the Mount Rushmore. They are all tied at 0.79% of the vote in an elite group. Should you bottom 6? Well, the thing is that all of the options are people that already made a poster, except for the BB26ers, because I included some extra ones because we hadn't locked those in. But currently, the bottom 6 are all people who previously made a poster. All of the BB26 people got ahead of them. Nobody has 0 votes. No. Right now, A Baller is in last place with 1 vote. But that's all you're getting from me. If you want more info, you have to tune in tomorrow night. All right, I think that's about it. I'm gonna record the Genius reaction, I think, today. So stay tuned for that. I want to put stuff on YouTube too. Like I want to keep doing content on YouTube. It's just gonna be a matter of like what can I post on YouTube? So if I can post the Genius on YouTube, I might do that. And then do an additional one for Patreon that doesn't work on YouTube, or that is maybe just a little more niche that might be more fun for like the Patreon people. So we'll see. I'll maybe give it a shot uploading the Genius reaction to YouTube. And if it doesn't work, then I'll stick to Patreon for that for now. Because we'll also I'm gonna be streaming here on YouTube a bunch during the season. So hopefully there will be plenty of YouTube content for you guys if you are not on the Patreon. Though I do recommend it because it is fun over there. And I will be doing some Big Brother stuff on Patreon as well. If I can, if there's anything that I can do on there, I certainly will give it a shot. So check it out. Thanks for hanging out for this one. And in terms of streams here on YouTube, I might be taking the weekend off from Clock Tower Goose Goose, just because like it's prep time for Big Brother. So the next time I see you here might be Big Brother time, might be Big Brother season. All right, that's what I got. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you guys soon. Big Brother's coming.